Hey there YouTube, this is Park from TeamShockWaves, and today we'll be doing a deck profile of the Gusto deck that you guys saw me playing the match against my friend Robert and I. It's basically the Gusto versus Mecha Phantom Beast with the new support from Primal Origin. If you guys haven't seen it yet, there'll be an annotation somewhere around the screen of the matchup, so take a look at that if you haven't. So let's get started with the deck profile.
So let's start with the monster lineup here, and so I played 2 Cam, 2 Musto, 3 Pikra, 3 Winda, Godo, Ego, and 1 Kakadudu. So the basics of it is that Cam is your draw power, Musto negates monster effect, Pikra is the newest card of the archetype and allows you to when you special summon or normal summon her, you're able to special summon a Wind Tuner from your graveyard. And if you you only can special summon Wind type monster for the rest of the turn, and so it gives a nice push for the archetype. It's a step in the right direction. I won't say that it will be top tier for the deck itself, but it's a nice push though. I still like to play the deck. The deck is a lot faster now because of her. Kakadudu is there because of course, Pikra is one of them to get her out, but it allowed me to go to rank 4 summon pretty fast if my opponents control a monster and I don't. I can special summon to the field and it becomes a low of 4, and I can go to my rank 4 play, which I'll explain a little more later bit after that. So, for my spell lineup, I played 3 Emergency Teleport, 1 Contact with Gusto, 2 Creature Swamp, 3 MST, 1 Dark Hole, and 1 Miracle Synchro Fusion. For any deck that plays Psychics, you must play Emergency Teleport. I don't think that any deck will play without it and will do as good. But the main target for Emergency Teleport is basically Pikra. Pikra, when it is special summoned from the effect of Emerging Teleport, you're able to special summon a Wind Tuner, and then you can instantly fuse sync with something, so you don't have to worry about being removed by the end of the turn. Contact with Gusto. This whole archetype, the whole Gusto archetype, is basically about returning Gusto monsters from the graveyard to use their effect. I don't want to clog my hand with those kind of effects, especially in early of the game. So I'm only playing 1. I play 2 Creature Swamp. Creature Swamp is a must-have when you're playing small battle searchers like Winda, Godo, and Ego. 3 MST is for me to help me push for game, especially for the Sphere play, which I'll explain a little more later. Dark Hole is a stable, and Miracle Synchro Fusion is basically a card that I always wanted to play in a deck but never could find a way until now. As a hero player, I love Miracle Fusion, and I see a lot of adaptation of the cards that came after it, and this is one of them. For the trap card lineup, I played 3 Phoenix Chain, 2 Trap Stun, 2 Divine Wrath, your stables, Bombless Trap Hole, Device, Chanter Tribute, Solemn Warning, and then a Call of Haunted. Call of Haunted is basically there to help me spring back my synchro monsters or any of these custom monsters and do some sort of another combination of game style that I don't usually do. The reason I'm playing 3 Sphere is I'll explain more when I get to Sphere. Trap Stun is the same thing. I'll explain more when I get to Sphere. Divine Wrath is more of help me dump unnecessary cards from my hand to the graveyard. Like I said before with Contact with Gusto, like I said about the Gusto archetypes themselves, they need to return Gusto monster from the graveyard to the deck for it to activate the effect. This is one way to help me do that by, if I have like so many of the battle searchers in my hand, I can just dump them to the grave, so I can actually use like Cam, Mustos, or even Contact with Gusto's effect. It's a nice way for me to get rid of Kakadudu from my hand, so I can get Pikra to special summon it and then go for level 8 Stardust. Alright, so let's go for the extra deck now. And now for the extra deck, let's start with the synchro, and that's I'll play 1 Falco, 1 Alia just as a canister, 2 Godo, 3 Sphere, 1 of the Psychic Monster, 1 Ego, Black Rose, Stardust, Scrap, and that's for your synchro first. And then I play 1 Lightning Chidori, 1 Tone Bird, and then for the fusion, 1 Ultimate Axon Kicker. Alright, so like I said before about spheres, the reason why I have some cards helping supporting this specific card so as of now, and why I'm playing 3 compared to any of the extra deck cards I have in this, is because sphere is basically it's one of the main strategy to play in this deck is by suiciding your own Gusto monsters to attack your opponents while sphere on the field. Let me explain a little more by reading this the fact. So when it's synchro summon, you're able to add a Gusto monster from your graveyard to your hand. So my ideal cards would be just Pikra, and then while this card is face on the field, any damage, battle damage you take, your opponents take instead. So you don't take the damage, but your opponent does. And the last effect is that sphere cannot be destroyed by battle. And so what I have done is here is that Phoenix Chain is basically here to let's say just capture a big monster from your opponent's side of the field, and then when its time is right, you activate Trap Stun when you're trying to push for game. And this is how you can do it with Sphere. Let's just say that you have Goldo or Ego in attack position, and you decide to attack your the big monster in your opponent's side of the field while Sphere on the field. Your opponents will take the damage that that you would have taken, and then you special summon another Gusto monster from your deck, and then you kind of repeat the process of it. So for my Exceed, Lightning Chidori is the best rank 4 level Exceed for a win kind of decks. And Tone Bird, usually if I cannot OTK with Sphere and my Battle Searchers, I usually go into Totem Bird just so I can protect these monsters for the next turn and then repeat the process. Axon Kicker, I really like the card. You know, it cannot be destroyed by card effect. It has the trample effect, and it also has the ability to gain life points by the monster it destroyed within the attacks. So overall in this deck, I really like it. It's all about putting up your defenses and fueling your graveyard at the same time so you can use those other Gustos effect. The new card, Priscilla, I believe I'm saying it right by the time that this video comes out with the TGC release. It's very good. Like, it does give the push that it needs, and it gets you that faster combo to the Sphere OTK. So that's pretty much it. You know, it's Primal Origins is coming out this weekend. It's super rare, Priscilla, if I'm again saying it right. That's pretty much it for the deck profile. If you guys like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys have any comments of how to make it better, please let me know. I'm very interested for everyone's details of how to make this deck even faster. Hopefully, well, we might see something over in YCS Philly. So that's pretty much it. This is Park from TeamShockWaves, signing out.